Do you ever find that despite of having tons of workload to do, you end up distracting yourself into unnecessary conversation, engaging yourself into social media, or even doing things that were not meant to be done at that time? This is a very common behavior in most people, and it's called procrastination. It really means putting things off or waiting till the last minute to complete a task. If you're delaying your project at work, or if you're delaying your homework, or even waiting for the last minute to complete your Christmas shopping, delaying your utility bill payments every month, ignoring your house mess or even laundry, you are getting into a "I'll do it later" trap. Procrastination will affect both your mental and physical health. It affects your job performance, and if you're a student, it affects your grades. Above all, it affects your social relationship with people around you. Psychological studies have shown students who were procrastinators are more likely to have immunological as well as endocrinal issues and even insomnia. So, why do we procrastinate? First, when we don't have set goals in our life. Second, when we don't know what to do and when to do to complete a task. Third, if you're an individual who had been growing up in an authoritarian state where you have somebody to dictate what and when to do, you become so used to this habit, now incapable of working on your own. This can make you a procrastinator. Fourth, when your stress level is high. Procrastinators can also be hardworking individuals, but when your stress level goes up, you go into a panic mode and your brain freezes. This causes you to not be able to finish your task, lead to a guilt mode, eventually to chronic procrastination state. Lastly, when you are not motivated enough. Psychologically, this can be related to time inconsistency. Human brain is more likely to favor quick rewards than long-term rewards. This is why you may be going to sleep very motivated, planning your day next day, wanting to wake up in the morning to change your life, but when you wake up, you see yourself falling back to the old track again. Procrastinators are three types. One is thrill seekers. These are people who leave things till the last minute and then rush to finish those. Second are avoiders. They are fearful about success or fearful about failure, and also worry about what others would think. So they always avoid things to do. Lastly, indecisive. These are people who never can make a decision, and they just delay and delay just because they want to take a decision. Now that you know the causes of procrastination, let's see how we can stop this. First, an easy step: take immediate action. Second, break your whole task into small bits. How do you eat a whole elephant? One bite at a time. Exact same way, if you have a thesis to complete, start working with opening your Word document, typing your name and date. This is your first task. Then go to the next, then the next. Eventually, you will see yourself falling into momentum. Third, have time frames for each task. By the end of the day, you would have completed all your tasks. Then take short breaks. Every 30 to 45 minutes, take a break. When you come back, you will be focused much more. Then reward yourselves for completing each task. Give yourself a small treat, maybe a cup of coffee or a chocolate or a cookie. Avoid distraction. Have your phone in silent. Avoid going into social media. Any distraction that will cause you delay your work completion, just avoid that during that time. Have designated area for working. Working in a place where you sleep and sleeping in a place where you work will confuse your body system and take time for your bodies to switch to the right mode. It is compulsory that you have a designated area to work, and that area is done in the way you like. Maybe a clean table, have a flowering plant or a candle, whatever you feel comfortable to do work at that time. Then have in a small piece of paper, affirmation statements. Something like, by 31st of December 2018, I am, whatever your goal target is. I am the best entrepreneur in my field, or I am the number one global health coach. Whatever you want, just write it in a paper and see that every first thing in the morning when you wake up and the last thing before you go to bed. Lastly, have a vision board. This is where you put all your dream desires, whether the dream car or your dream house, whatever you want to have in future, just have pictures in the dream board and put it in a place where you can see more often. This makes sense because our subconscious minds can recognize and operates with pictures, and 95% of our life is controlled by our subconscious mind. Most of the time, all these negative thoughts and all these limitations have been implanted into our mind throughout our life. We can't control time, but we can control what we think and what we do. Stop waiting for the right time and stop waiting for somebody to come and tell you what to do. Just do it now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Thank you.